Okay, equation of a normal this time. So a very similar process to the tangent. However, it requires an extra step when we're dealing with the gradient. So the first thing I would do is probably find the coordinates. We'll go for that process. It lets us know where P is 2, the x coordinate here. So that's the value I need to substitute in first. So instead of every time I see an x, I now replace it with that value of 2. So let's do that first. And then that on your calculator obviously would give you a value of 3. Okay, so we've got our first piece of information, our coordinate 2 and 3. The next thing I would think about is to differentiate. Now they've used the term y, so we now need to use dy by dx. That is the first derivative. So bringing that power 2 down in front, it becomes 3 multiplied by 2, which is 6, x to the power of 1, or x, and then take away 8, isn't it? You have a power of 1 that's there, you bring that down in front, so basic differentiation. We now need to think about the point. X is equal to 2, so I now need to figure out what this gradient is going to be when I substitute that value in. So you get 12 take away 8, which leaves you with 4, doesn't it? Now that there, and this is really important, is the gradient of the tangent. So very similarly to the first example in the gradient of tangents video. So this now, it requires some kind of work really to get the gradient of the normal. So that's what they're asking us to find, is the equation of the normal. Now you think back to this equation, you'll have seen it at GCSE. It's when you have two gradients, m1 and m2, they multiply with each other perpendicularly to make -1. So that's what we're trying to do really, isn't it? You've got some kind of graph and it's meeting with a tangent to form that right angle. So together they will make something that's -1. So you'll have 4 multiplied by something, which is the bit we're trying to find, is equal to -1. So this now will be the reciprocal of 4, which is 1 over 4. And then instead of being positive 4, it becomes negative, okay? This now is the gradient of the normal. And that's what we need to move forward. And then we'll substitute likewise before. So we've got y minus y1 is equal to m of x minus x1. We substitute that in. So we'll have y minus 3 is equal to -1/4, because that's the gradient of the normal. That's what we're looking for. X minus 2. And then you can expand all your brackets. Obviously, I would probably multiply through by 4 to get rid of this quarter, first of all. So end up with 4y minus 12 is equal to -x plus 2 when you expand in your single brackets. And then as usual, you can collect things on one side if you wanted to, and that then is the equation of your normal. The last rearrangement here can be in any kind of format unless they ask for something in particular.